your favorite rapper's time, your favorite movie star's time, your favorites time. Greatest nations just United Nations. The greatest question of all, who shot XxXTentacion? You see, Michael Boatwright is up front being called the person that did this, but we have not yet been confirmed on exactly how it went down. Now, the Bad Vibes Forever brand, it is a strong brand. Did this brand lead to a situation having to do with the outcome we know? See, a lot of people that I'm speaking with, they're telling me that there are multiple players, a lot of people. But ultimately, we don't have a conclusion on this. Why is it with his case that the case is lingering and they're letting the suspects do cross-examinations of this magnitude? This type of situation really delves into opening up whether we understand it or not. You see, one of the things that Crux Real said, bro, what if it was the government trying to silence X? That's an option. That's an option because critical thinking's here. But dealing with the players, I don't see how that would play out. It seems more personal in this situation, especially dealing with the different, let's say, situations surrounding. There's a lot of things to look into when looking at this. It's not that simple. If it was that simple, I'm thinking that would be the focus versus everything else we've seen. Number one, when looking into this, we see motivation to do so from past beefs and everything of the nature. Another thing, we see how the evidence is playing out. The evidence is key. This evidence literally opens up the door for other elements to have affected this, for other situations to be an influential situation dealing with how this is working out. Bottom line, there are many different problems and procedures playing into the midst. Now think about this. If I'm examining exact information, that means I'm looking at exactly how it affected everyone. This is huge because if I'm looking how everything was affluent and how it affected everything, I'm literally looking at the fact that there has to be multiple different factors leading to the outcome we see. Now this outcome, it has to be decent. It has to be, because if this outcome was not affluent, it would not be looked at as critically as it is. Now I'm going to say this. If I'm going to be looking at this situation how I should, then I'm definitely looking at the fact that there were multiple people. I'm definitely looking at the fact that the way the evidence unveiled, there was either mistakes taken into account, and the sensibility that someone is in the midst throwing a monkey wrench. This is huge. Think of the Bad Vibes Forever brand. Do you think that this name alone brought some type of tension to the outcome? Do you think that this alone? Now remember, TheCzarr, an original commenter on this channel, brought up something that was interesting. Two things. He named the Manchurian candidate, and he also named the fact that what if it wasn't an actual weapon that we think? What if it was another means? And he was saying this because of the state of the body. Now I wanted to say the individual that is from Riva was the individual that claimed to have pulled him out the car and did CPR. We have now confirmed that through a picture, and I matched the pictures. So that being the case, what is truly the outcome? Why is Michael Boatwright being scrutinized so harshly? He was picked up on unrelated charges that were dropped in order to rush him into this case. Not only that, he was the person where the stuff was found. Why would he hold on to the instruments they used to commit the crime? Why would he hold on to them so tightly that they were found initially in the grandmother's car? Did she not use the car? Did no one else see it? This is interesting. There's so many interesting angles that I think it thoroughly needs examined. It thoroughly does. And this is part of what the problem is. This is part of what needs to be analyzed, and this is part of what no one else is mentioning. You see, with this case, we've taken it above and beyond. We've done many different things leading to it. We see people moving around, We see people making moves certain ways. This is not, let's say, the norm. There's not the norm to this case. And the key factors, as Crux said, it is being ignored. We don't see the investigators delivering the evidence a certain way. We don't see how they're doing it as they've done every other case you can research up about them. It's too many gaps, whether it's a gaps in translation, whether it's a gap in understanding, whether it's a gap altogether. There's too many of them. You see, and when a lot of gaps are present, that tells me a lot more is going on. And when a lot is going on, that's when you have problems. These problems, well, they only lead to more problems. And that's what I'm trying to tell everybody. The more problems you see, the more persistence that is located in this case. There's too many things that are not making sense with this case for it to be made sense of. There's too many things happening. When there's a lot of things happening, there's a lot of messing around going on. There's a lot of issues going on. There's a lot of problems. So with me stating this, what are your thoughts? Very interesting. It really makes you think above and beyond. What exactly are your thoughts? Now let's tell this honestly. If there's traits that need to be recognized, it needs to be recognized exactly the problematic factors. It needs to be known that there are in-depth problematic factors. That people are a problem, situations are a problem, evidence is an issue. What are your thoughts about this? Because this has not been addressed. Now, a lot of people are doing Who Shot Tentacion videos, and they have nothing to back it. They've done no in-depth research. They've done no investigation. It's just a title. And the thing is, as Crux once mentioned again, good mention, that tampering could be a situation. Witness intimidation, witness-related situations, fake witnesses. You see how the issue is not just around the case itself and the suspects. It's around the witnesses. When you have this, that's when tampering is occurring. Because you can have multiple different factors that are jumping in the midst, causing issues. How much does this happen? Is this normal? Does this happen normally with a case? You got to think about these things. It's critical thinking. And a lot of things, I think, can be pieced together off of stuff we looked at. Bottom line, to show that something's funny. That's the key to starting a successful understanding and investigation, is to realize something's funny. Nothing's adding up. When I'm looking at this, nothing's adding up in behavior. The fact of what someone's saying and they're doing. When you're getting people that weren't involved, when you're getting people who didn't really witness it to try and do a testimony. These factors are not credible enough to equal to a bigger picture. That's a problem. That's a problem. You know, and as long as that problem exists, the idea of tampering and covering up is always going to be acknowledged as a factor until things are spelled out. We had the Jimmy Neutron head in the way of the video, just showing the video of what happened. Why would that be? Someone who hopped up on social media saying they seen it and this happened, you don't even see them in the video. These are dead giveaways to situations where we're like, well, how am I going to believe that? So the question still remains, who actually committed this crime on him? Are we going to jump ahead and say it was Michael Boatwright? Oh, because the sneakers look similar. They were wearing all black. How can you actually tell that without a shadow of a doubt? That's where my confusion is. What was the probable cause to arrest and connect these people? Where's the probable cause? Where's the probable cause? And exactly, it's not being handled publicly. It's being handled in private. Secret things happening. It's popping up on social media. Come on. Really? Where do we see the justification for things being presented normally? These aren't normally presented cases. There's nothing normal about it. That's my problem. There's nothing normal about it. That's part of the problem. You know? And until we figure that out, It's still up for scrutiny. It's up for critical thinking. That's why CommenterNation stands above a lot of different media releases because of how it's done. How some of your favorite YouTubers have done this. They have not done it to the best of their ability. They did not do it respectfully. Do you think Bad Vibes Forever put a connotation and a universal stamp on a situation like this occurring with Tentacion? Now again, it's a saying, it's branding. But do you think someone took it to heart and said bad vibes? Like, think about it. The way the investigation's piling up makes no sense. It really doesn't. Let alone suspects still fighting as hard as they are to prove that I did not do this, that this is not the situation. These are the things we got to think about, and not thinking about them would mean that this isn't authentic media, and that's not the truth. This is very authentic. We've done it authentically. There were situations when investigators let off the case they wouldn't even publicly talk about. There was situations with the same county dealing with a situation, and they're telling me that dealing with this situation, that there's nothing to reference it. YouTube is not sending out my notifications. We'd have full house every time. They're literally not sending out notifications for me. Why? They send it out for everybody else. Why would they do that? Look at what's going on. Look at it and understand it. Don't just say, oh, it's that guy doing it. Know what's happening. Know what makes sense. That's a problem. These are all problems. They need to be addressed. They need to be understood. These are problematic. When I'm working through a system that allows everyone the same rights, but they're impeding on my rights to big up someone else's worthwhile, it's not fair. How's it fair for me to be silent about it, but I see what you let other people talk about? How's that not more endearing? Unless you put them in place to put out fake information. And I'm not a fake informant. You literally had a guy declaring he was someone he's not. You let that happen. Literally. And they're not around to do that anymore, but the fact of the matter is you let it happen. His notifications didn't mess up. His information didn't get questioned. You had no issue with it. Him putting out. Was it because he was lying? Why do you do that? I'm still trying to figure that out. What does what we do? You're a business. How is your business affected by the subjects we take on? It doesn't make sense. Now, here's the thing. How come we don't have time and placement for everybody? Let alone in this investigation, I found out the records that did the write-up weren't true. How does that happen? It wasn't true. Listen, we looked into it. The time and stamps in the write-up report were not true. They didn't make sense. Not with the events, not with the people that showed up. And you guys didn't even arrest some of the people or question some of them. How'd you let them run free? It's because they were meant to be there, right? It's because the situational advantage to them being there, right? Well, let me get a bit deeper. Bad Vibes Forever. Who else stood to capitalize off of it? What type of deal did Tentacion have? Now, I know all about those things. I'm just asking you guys to help you think. Where's the cover-up truly coming from? This is a $10 million man who was allowed to be addressed a certain way. Was that fair? There are people doing so many different things. Is that fair? So it's not fair to cut someone else off because their content's different, because they move a different way, because they're not telling fake information just to get the views. Does that make sense? Does that make any sense? So, bottom line, I ask these type of questions. Guess what? No response from them. They respond to everything. No response. No response. No response. Now you got a notification. They bring my notifications out slow. Why? Why? I have premium content from start to finish. You could go through my old videos and learn something new. That's the type of content I have. That's the type of channel branding I've done. Why? And you can't tell me, oh, that has to be affiliates. That has to be family. That ain't got nothing to do with his family or affiliates. That has to do with a systematic approach to silence what it is that we've spoken on. And I'm going to be real. I know about the truth of thing. I'm not going to say I don't believe it, but I don't see where it applies to me. Because I literally don't just come out with content. Those people that put out the fake videos, y'all know who I'm talking about. Why don't you address them or stop their views or content? Why? Why? Y'all seen I started out doing numbers above and beyond any content creator you guys had. Go check the records. I was doing numbers and they tried to push them down. Why? Why? Cut it out. What do you stand to gain from blocking? What do you stand to gain? Here's the thing. I'm not the judge on the case. I'm not the investigator on the case. I'm not a witness on the case. So why are you messing with me, but you didn't mess with none of them? The witnesses saying they saw something, did something a certain way. You mess with none of them. You did nothing. You didn't harm them. You didn't stop the content. You did nothing. Literally. You didn't hurt nothing. You didn't prevent nothing. You did nothing. You did nothing. So why? Why now? Why me now? Put respect on me. I actually researched. Here's the thing. Let me tell you guys the truth. I'm about to get into it. F this. I'm just getting into it. Forget it. Since they want to do that anyway. I literally, SEO wise and everything, am doing everything your biggest YouTubers do. I am. Go research. What are they called? Premier titles. I'm gonna call them premier titles. I'm coming up above some of your largest known YouTubers and artists. I'm ranking there. Why are they blocking the views? I'm ranking above them. Above them. On the front page. You can't tell me that I'm not doing it. That I didn't study the system. That I didn't get educated on how YouTube worked. By title. By title. I'm ranking above them. Stop playing with me. Stop playing with me. I'm ranking above them. I am ranked. Period. Do not stop others who do content their way when you allow people who only react to other videos, only use other videos, only copy content to be relevant. Don't do that. You're trying to take the originator out of original in YouTube. Stop. Most people don't rep you. They use you. And I agree. If you can't be used, then maybe you're useless. A saying from great wisdom. But not only can my content be used when used correctly, i.e. tag div, and I put respect on it, but it is content that is worth rewatching, that you'll learn new things from. That discussions that are top of the line. Do not play with it. A lot of people don't want to know the truth about themselves, but you can't prevent a mirror. A lot of people don't want to know the truth about themselves. It can't prevent them rereading something and saying, I'm a piece of trash. Re-looking at something like, I am a bum, sideways dude. It can't stop that. Period. So why play with me? Why play with my content? Why? And it hurts. That's why you see, to be real with you, that's why you see a lot of people jump on and off. Because I'm not feeding and entertaining just to the masses. It's hitting them and they're like, dang, I am that. Dang, I'm like that. And it hurts. I get that. It hurts to know what you really are. But period. You need to YouTube, tell them to sidestep The real ones are here. The real are in the building. Tell them to get out of here with that. We ain't playing that way. I'm not play with y'all. I'm not playing. These guys are straight sissy style. I'm not playing with it. Never did, never will. Not playing with it. I'm not that guy. I'm not that guy. I'm not built to play with content. Original content since the start. Y'all want to know what my first video was? My first ever video was at a march in Texas against an individual who was unarmed and shot by authorities. I marched around with them. I was there on business, but I followed them around and marched with them and saw how they were moving. That was me. You could check the receipts. What was the next stories I did? I literally did stories about inequities in law where two people did the same crime, but the one whose father was a politician got off with probation, with a felony. I did that story. I did the story that called out the authority that approached a man on his own mother's lawn that was attacked by police. I did that story. I even did the story where I caught hate, where I addressed the situation of young boys playing with weapons they shouldn't have been playing with. I did the story, how authority are not reactive to felons when they're doing things they should be arrested for. I did the story. I put them on alert. I put them out there. I called them out behind the scenes. That was me. And they know it. I did the story speaking about people pulling up stupid. I did the story speaking about people that were doing things they shouldn't have been doing, that are governing you, that are supposed to protect and serve you. I did the story. I did the story where I filmed someone who was getting treated unequally in Law Park in the middle of a two-way spot, how it could create danger. I did the story. So when these people step up and they're saying, oh, I do this, I do that, how do you help with the betterment of everybody else? Keyword, you don't. You don't. It doesn't make a difference what you do. So when I think of who shot Tentacion, it's not about just talking about violence. My question is, did the suspect do it or not? You found the evidence in his grandma's car. Why are you requesting DNA? Can someone explain that to me? Is there a reason when my state law says I collect this up front, mid-case, I gotta ask for DNA? Is it sensible? Think logically. I shouldn't even have to tell you. You guys should be screaming at them, why? And it's because we're objective. Why? Why do they have to do it? It sounds crazy. You're mid-case, okay, with your child. They're saying your child did this. The next thing they said to you is, oh, we need DNA. You're charging them with this crime, trying to convict them, and you ain't got DNA? That case is out the window. So why are they holding on to this case? I'm going to ask you some critical questions. I'm not going to say it anymore. Could this case still be in motion, proceeding? Because they now have deeper knowledge to another party that is actually the one that did it. Could this case still be around? Because they seen the social media things and something's not adding up with what a witness is saying, because they're on the other side that really should be on the suspect side. Could they be doing this because people's stories aren't adding up? Could they be doing this because they think someone else is affluent? Could they be doing this because they did their job and they actually see phone records that are funny? Could they be doing this because they seen the text messages we talked about and they're looking at them and they're saying, oh, I agree with him. These text messages are crazy. Who's saying he's at the store? Like they're setting it up. Could they be doing this because someone's funny actions after the fact? They're unbothered. dealing with lip gloss, unbothered, taking trips smiling around right after, unbothered, because the music circulating is joking on the situation before it happens into when it happens. You tell me, how many times does this happen in a case? Not very often. But how many times have we asked why? Who professional has stepped up and answered? So when you ask me why I'm still doing this case, you deliver me those answers. Don't ask why you're doing it, why he's speaking on it, because you're dumb and you can't think critically. Why is it that I got the judges watching, the investigators watching, your favorite investigator watching, taking notes, because they're not trained. Their mental is not trained to handle the situation. They do this. When I ask specific things, they do this. While I work hard, I do research. That if you did the same research, you'd be questioning some of those investigators' name on your list. Like, what are you guys actually doing when you go home from work? How many investigators did we expose and I didn't even drop their names? Crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Crazy. If they put that much energy into their job, you'd be finding missing children. You'd be finding abducted women. You'd be finding these criminals that are repeat offenders. You do it. If you put that much energy into your job, you would have found suspects, evidence, and took DNA right away. Instead of sitting online what they're saying about it. Aren't you in the case? What's wrong with them? What's wrong with them? I'm going to tell you what's wrong with them. It's because you guys keep letting these suckers go free. These panties and bra wearing, want to frown at people suckers. That's what they are. They want to be big and tough. Listen, there's a new movement about to occur, and I don't know if you're ready for it. There's a new movement about to be on the front lines. I don't know if you're ready for it. If you live like a sucker like that, it's called move around. Move around. Or we'll make sure every state, every county, every city knows how much of a sucker you are. That's the power I gained. That's what I'm going to use. I know just where to post these suckers. We're going to world star these suckers. I'm telling you, I'm going to world star these suckers. The same way you approach your situation thinking it's tough, the same way you're going to be sitting out there in your bra and panties. Shave it. These cats shave like women. You don't speak to me. You guys got to move around. I will thrash these dudes just for not moving around. I'm done playing with you. I can't play with you. The guy said don't play with you. Hit us up if you need us. Don't play with them. From here to NY to Cali, connects in every borough. Serious connects. People that put respect on what I do. Serious. Of course I learned from one of the greatest moguls there is. Are you stupid? And my queen's flip voice. Are you dumb? Are you dumb? You must be. You must be. We ain't playing around. I'm done playing around with him. I'm done playing around with him. Did I avoid talking with his mom? Let me tell you the one person I avoided. Matter of fact, let me go the opposite way. I'll tell you the one person I avoided. It was his sister. I'm going to tell him. No, Ari, I'm going to tell him. I avoided speaking to you. I told you why. Do you remember? You probably don't remember why. I'm going to tell you why I avoided speaking to you. Because of your emotional responses online. You see, when I seen how emotional you were online, I was like, a person with this much emotion cannot put in work rationally. So I cannot take what they're saying serious. It's that simple. It's that simple. It wasn't nothing complicated. It wasn't nothing out of this world. It wasn't nothing in depth like, oh, you avoid her because no. It was because you were too emotional. You were too emotional. And I'm glad I didn't. Because I'm reading some of the paperwork on the backside. I hope you weren't involved with doing what some of this is reading. Because if that, I'm glad I put respect on Cleo's name from the jump. Period. I don't rock with that. And it has nothing to do with what everybody's gossiping about. It was some other outfield stuff. Some stuff I've been down to, like, I don't rock with at all. It's been that. Don't you understand? When you have a brand and you market a certain way, I'm not going to support that type of stuff. So if you did do those things, she should be addressing you that way. Period. But I'm not taking someone's word emotional. People like, oh, hit her up. No. She's doing too much. You did too much. Period. You did too much. That's how that situation goes. And that's the only person I didn't talk to. People said, are you speaking to his father? Me and his father never spoke. I put respect on his name. I get where he got a lot of intellectual being from. I will say that. I got where he got a lot of intellectual speak and being from. Makes sense to me. Period. Makes sense to me. But I'm not putting respect on someone doing sucker actions name. Threatening the women and children. That's what a lot of tough guys try and do. But listen, when you move a certain way and you aspire to certain things, you are just a blockade and a barricade to be trampled over. Period. Period. We don't do that. And if you move that way, you're a sucker. And whoever supports you that way is a sucker. If they support you just because your blood's the same, you're a sucker. Support someone who's worth supporting. That does what makes sense. That does what's good. What's wrong with these guys? What is wrong with these guys? If the suspect's guilty, lock him up. If he did that, lock him up. I'm not going to play with it. But if he didn't do it, figure out who did. Why would you ever do that? I'm not sitting here faking and flogging, just doing it for the... These guys do it for the gram, do it for the video. I never stepped on and did it. I actually spoke with a subject. They're telling me truth or this, truth or that. Stop. Stop. Because if it was your kid, would you want someone to tell the truth? If it was your mother, would you want someone to be truthful? If it was your brother, would you want someone to be truthful? If it was your family, would you want someone to be truthful? Oh, you like the lies. You guys are that. If they don't rock, listen, at this time, I'm not really worried. If you don't rock with that, you're fake. There you go. You're a fake. And I'm going to treat you as such. Step your game up. What are they talking about? You see, I does this. Always have. I do it publicly. I don't hide it. If I got something to say, I say it. These guys hide their face. They hide their true intentions. They hide everything. Oh, put respect on them. How? You hide. You hide everything. You lay low. You lay low. These guys do something and lie about it. If they ask me, I'll be like, I did it. You know the record was out there. I did it. And I said I did it. I didn't run, didn't hide. I said I did it. These guys run, they hide, they duck, they call people and brag about it. No respect. No respect for you. No respect. How you survived in your city, I don't know. I don't know. How you survived, I don't know. Luck, I don't know. But you would not around me. You wouldn't. You couldn't. And about his body online, okay? Yes, I agree it looks weird. I told you from the jump, It was a bloodless crime scene to me. Bloodless. I didn't see anything. So I did see what someone else said. Theo Calito's and a lot of others. What? His lips look weird. Like they were discolored. Like dealing with something. That's what I feel. Where's the autopsy and toxicology? Have they ever answered? Did you ever, let me ask y'all something. Did you ever notice when I spoke on something that they try and come up with an answer on the backside by showing it? When I spoke on those investigators, a week later they dropped the video. You cowards. A week later, you drop the video after I speak on it? And you don't put respect on me because I called you out? That normally it'd have to make you mad. That stuff would drive you batty. But I'm objective. It doesn't. I know they did. That's all. That's all that matters to me. I know you did. You know you did. Everything. I spoke on the baby mother. A week later, giving out backpacks, doing different things, running and getting the DNA test. That's why you wanted those videos down, because I caught you. I caught you. You think I care? No, let me ask you something. You think I care? Someone recently sent me videos of what's actually what you're doing. Back at it again. I don't care. That's your family. That's your son. He's going to have to wake up and say, this is what mommy does. This is what she did. If you're doing what your friend called out, she'll have to wake up like, this is what my mom does. Period. He has to live with you. Anybody who has videos out there, those kids have to live with this. It's not you just doing it. It's the kids. Pictures you send out. As a man, your kid has to deal with that. And your favorite panties and bra, your kid has to deal with that. That's not me. Your child has to see how suckerish you are. That's not my job. It never will be. You gotta live with yourself. And if you think that's hardcore, good. We'll ask WorldStar if it's hardcore. Let's ask WorldStar how hardcore this is. I'm done. I'm WorldStaring cats. I'm gonna have the world screaming, WorldStar, all rights reserved. I'm gonna have that then. If I want the clout chase, I do that then. What are they talking about? You clout chasing because shut up. You can't even own your own city first. These guys want to talk a lot. Won't say two things outside of their home lest they feel safe saying it. Unless they got a bunch of other guys like, yeah, I'm going to say this. You got my back. Coward. You're cowards. And that's why if I deal with anything, the real's riding on you. It's over. And everybody's getting smashed. That's why I don't care. Everybody gets it. I told them, don't play with nobody. I said, only move if you think I do. I'm not even giving a command. They're going to move on their own will, and they're going to handle that business. Because you guys are suckers. Some of these guys, I could have gave up stuff they said I know would infuriate other people around you. I didn't. Because I kept it 1,000. I was like, you know what? Whatever. Because he's not about that. Speaking to me a certain way. Get out of here. You step out your house to go get a baggie and lay back and light up a blunt. You ain't out here doing nothing. Shut up. You steal money. You ain't never worked for money. You steal. You ain't never worked for nothing. You steal from women. You steal from children. And you think you're not going to pay for that? Dang. And shout out to that, Chris A. I'm just saying that's all these guys do. But they want to hop up, send me pics of me looking crazy. I'm like, if you had the guts to sit there and make that picture look crazy, you really must live life that way. You really must be built that way. Any man that sends a picture looking funny style, whether it's of him or you really must like that. And that's why I can't be around you. Because you move that way, I can't be associated with you. Have them calling me like I like it. Like I put respect on that. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't put respect on that. I showed some guys that picture. They were like, yo, Whoever made that is sideways for real. Straight up. These are straight OGs. They said, yo, who made that? So I can know they stay away from us. That's weird. Weirdos. I'm telling you, the weird stuff, yo, the weird stuff that goes around me, y'all would throw up in your mouth. You throw up. It's weird, man. So when I think of who did this to Tentacion, it's only weirdos. He's like, nah, I ain't making a song with you. Nah, I don't have time for that. Focusing on family, and they're hating like, he should have time for me. He should do this for me. Weirdos. Want a man's attention so bad, want to get plowed so bad, they can't mind their own business. Like, let me tell you something. Some of these dudes really be wanting to get plowed. For real. All jokes aside, respectfully. But they don't know. They want to be hard with it. So they're going to say smart stuff. Oh, you know, I'm going to check this. I'm going to check that. Check your hole. It's open. Check your... Yo. Check your hole. And close it up. Stop bending over so much. You guys be funny. You develop feminine characteristics doing all that stuff. These dudes be bending over so much, playing with themselves, they think it's hard for them to say something tough when they really just want plowed. Straight. You guys are straight suckers. And if I want, yo, again, I got the connects. Hit up the OGs, tell them release the Kraken. Release the photos, release everything. In that person's social life where they're at. I can do that. I can do that. What are they doing? These guys getting stretched out on desks, spreading their legs, getting their butt torn up. I will expose you guys. Cut it out. The higher ups sent me that. They were like, it's up to you what you want to do with it. I was like, number one, don't show me that stuff. Number two, if you really want me to send it out, just say send it. They said, it's up to you. I said, I'm going to wait on it. I'm not sending that stuff out. I don't want to tank the public. We got teenagers watching. You want me to show them that? Your kids see that? People be like, ah, they be sick. What's wrong with them? The people who are involved in this, you're sick. You guys be getting booty busted. Get your booty busted. Then want to step up here like I'm the man. Say it again. Let me see you say you're the man again. I'm gonna show what type of man you are. Then you're making jokes like, oh, that F word, using, like trying to use terminology to down someone who's open enough to talk about their lifestyle. But you be getting bent over more than them. Like, yo. And you know I don't care. I don't care about the public stuff. I ain't worried about that. You guys be getting busted out. Jumping on toys. Like, yo, let me give y'all a hint. When you're trying to defend a guy, have a guy's back, check his head, check where he's at. See if he got some toys laying around, hidden, sitting behind something. If a man's carrying around a piece and he's like, oh, I use it for a girl, either you're a sucker or you're using it on yourself. 99% of the times they're using it themselves. They be busting their own butt open. Learn something. Why y'all be so stupid? Oh, I need this for a girl. I ain't never buy a toy for a woman. Never. Are you stupid? Now, if he had a vibrator, that's different. But you literally getting the whole thing like, I'm using a huge one now. Like, you guys are suckers. Oh, my goodness. In any environment in the United States, you're food. Walking by yourself, you're food. We are world starring you now. We're not playing with you. You're getting world star. I put the promise on everybody. World star the sucker. If he's moving like that, world star him. That'll shut him up and fix him for good. World star. Let them see what he really doing, man. They really don't want no, they really don't want no wet. They ain't want no wet. They want to get their butt busted. That's a fact. And these other guys around that are with the unit, they know what I'm talking about. I showed them. They know what I'm talking about. And you guys just want to take shots at everybody like, oh, look at that person that is in an alternative lifestyle. YouTube guidelines, so I got to be careful. Oh, they got an alternative lifestyle. When truth is, you do. And you're worse than them because you can't admit it. They like what they like, but you just live that life and then try and play tough. Well, let's see what your G's do when they know what you do. What they talking about? These guys be jumping rods, then trying to come out like, yeah. What? Oh, you must be, you gay. I'm going to put this by your mouth. Putting eggplants by my, like, you get your cheeks busted. Stop. And anybody getting their cheeks busted, say something sideways. We'll get your picture out there. Fact. We can do that. CommenterNation, the greatest nation since United Nations. We can do that. I'd be sick about these guys. Like, I'm like, like sick. Yeah, the dirt bike thing, I'm going to address it on Patreon. Oh, if you have not gone over to Patreon, you might want to go over there and subscribe, especially before the next series beginning. We're doing things different. I'm going to be interacting with a lot of people. You're going to want to interact. You're going to want to interact. I'm telling you. You don't want to be left out. You're going to want to interact, and it's only going to get better. The more support we get, the better the people getting is going to come. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And the people that are supporting on Patreon, they know to hit me up on my IG. And once I confirm you're in Patreon, that's when I'll be able to give you the information you need to interact. We're working a different way. Y'all got, respect got to go on my name now. I'm sorry. We're out of this world. I got contact with people you wouldn't believe. People hit me up like, yo, like, you got to put respect on my name now. It's done. Respect goes up on it. Because we're going up the next level, so respect got to go up to the next level. Period. We getting live now, and I ain't playing with them, yo. What are they talking about? Yeah, I skipped on Ari. Yeah, I skipped on you, baby girl. You're too emotional. When someone's that emotional online, I got to be careful. Looks like you got a vendetta. Looks like you're out to prove something that may not be provable or be true. That's a fact. To the ends of time, that's known. You can't come that emotional. You need to come rational. The moment you use that much emotion is the moment you lost that credibility. Let's be real. Cleo's been very calm. I know you guys, listen, Cleo's been very calm, going through it. You got to. You'll go crazy otherwise. You'll go crazy otherwise. You'll lose your mind. Because some stuff that happens is so in-depth when it involves the children you love and someone attacking them. Like, here's what's crazy. You got men out here that will literally use the fact a child does not have a parent around to demean that child, to treat them differently, to harm them. That's who we're standing up against. It's emotion to it. It's emotion. Not emotion. It's emotion to it. Period. I try to help these guys. I try and teach them how I can. We are going to be lit. When you see what I'm about to do, it is going to be crazy. Off the wall. Jumping. We are in there. And like I told you, you might sometimes see me sport the suit and tie to put in that work. Like those fake bum newscasters did to lie. Oh, he's an abuser. Oh, how are we putting respect on an abuser? Shut up. You know you slapped a girl or two because you couldn't hit it right. We know you guys can't even slip in. Like, can't even get in there to hit something. And she's like, you're little. Shut up. Coward. Can't fix that. You got, yo, these guys. It's gonna, Patreon is going to be in community. I'm telling you. You'll already see one video that is there where I explain everything. Then you'll see my post explaining in a little bit of detail exactly what I'm about to do. I'm telling you, they play with me when I learned from one of the greatest moguls. Stop playing. Stop playing. I carry that energy on. Listen, a lot of the people that learn from them, their energy's doo-doo. You guys are an exact carbon copy. You couldn't even make your own lane. You had to do, I'm going to do different subjects like this. I said, he does the subjects. He's an innovator. I'm going to try and do my own form, but I'm going to carry on the narrative. They're not objective for nothing. And y'all ain't objective. How are y'all objective? Y'all stand in one place and you're like, well, I believe this, I believe that. And anybody who believes different, you got a problem with it. That's a sucker move. Shout out to old man Bing Bing. And Dana, you tried to play, but that's cool. I forgive both of you. I forgive both of you. I know y'all old. I forgive both of you. I know. And they're like, he's talking trash. Go ahead. Say my name. I'm Candyman. Stop playing with me. Say my name. I'm Candyman. I didn't mention Bird Pokemon. I didn't mention you. Bird Pokemon Lansky. Oh well. I go at all y'all. I'm the TheCzarr. Are you dumb? I go hard. What y'all don't know is they love me in New Jersey. You ain't know that? They love me in New Jersey. Connects in New Jersey. They rock with me. I'm good. Are you stupid? They love me out there. Are you dumb? And my queen's flip voice. Are you dumb? I give respect to the innovators. You guys bring them down. Sap their energy. Put respect on their name. Tell them where you got your method from. Shout out, go over, if you guys haven't, subscribe to Behind the Bar. Subscribe to Behind the Bar. And I say that for this. He even gives his level of respect to the innovators. I always will love watching Queens Flip and Stars Live. I love it. Innovators. They changed the nation. They changed the culture. They changed the landscape. And they don't put respect on their name. And old man Bing Bing, you know you're still in Queen Flip's energy. You went on Star's energy, went on his energy. I gotta speak on it. You said, oh, taking shots on other platforms. It's on my platform now. Say something. Taking shots. Oh, you take shots on other platforms. I give you the $2. F it. It's on my platform now. Say something. Put respect on their names. You don't put enough respect. I respect them. Those are my homies. Put more respect on it then. I'm saying it's not enough. You saying you do, I'm saying it's not enough. What's wrong with them? Then take a shot. Like, yo. Stop. If y'all gotta, look, they probably stopping it. If y'all make a video so I can respond. And my response is gonna be monsters. I am a beast with it. You are out your mind. Put more respect on their names. Now. You got a problem with it? Say something. Put more respect on their names. You over here doing it like you innovated. They doing it like they're the innovators. No, you're not. No, you're not. Goodness. No, you're not. I hate that, man. I hate that. How are you going to hop up here like you does this? Like, I always put respect on them from the ground of when I started up to now, always put respect on their names. Always did. The only reason my Patreon fell off and I was a Patreon of Queens Flip is because life stuff. I'll go into detail later. They did me dirty. I got done dirty in the real life in one situation. Bounce back. Didn't stop me. And I'm working my way back up, and I'll be doing that again. But put respect on the names that need to be. They did me dirty. Like, listen. Instead of me, see, that's why I rocked what Behind the Bar was talking about. Listen, instead of me going to a certain length of speaking on something a certain way, I held back. And I went to the people and told them how you're doing it's wrong. And they took shots. They took shots because they said he's right, but we can't let other people know. That's cool. That's cool. You didn't stop the grind. You can't stop the grind. How are you going to stop the grind of someone from the ground? From the ground up that never had it. Didn't have nothing. First thing we did was watch mama die. How you going to stop me? You stupid? And they're on here too. They come by too. They know what it is. You guys were suckers. You're suckers. Then you're going to try and have somebody fight me on the floor. Are you dumb? You want to put him in that much danger? You want to put him in that much danger? And they're like, oh, he's still salty about it. No, it's a fact. There's being salty and then there's telling the truth. You could have brought planes down. People's family ride those planes. You could have ended people's family's life because you wanted your money. And I didn't rock with it. And I've been real with it. You guys been funny style. Let somebody say you're real in front of me. You know that. You know not to do that. Let somebody put respect on your name in front of me. We gonna have it out. Guys, when I'm doing this, who do you think's here stalking? It's their family. Because they know I know what's up. And they're like, we don't want our family to lose out. They paying their pocket change to have family come around. When you don't know, they're coming around a volatile monster. And the only reason I let them slide, because I'm like, they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. Trying to be intimidating, trying to do stuff. When one punch would throw their whole body through a window. One punch. I'm one punch man. Are you stupid? They know it. They know it. That's why they got to come around 3 or 4 deep. They got to be 3 or 4 deep. You can't even step to me if you're not like that. You can't even step to me. Are you stupid? Straight dummy. Straight dummies. And look at them running out. They're like, oh, shoot, he's talking about us. I've been defending mines. I told you, we getting these snakes off the plane. We getting these snakes off the plane. You play with me? No go. No go. No go. What are they talking about? I'm sorry I had to rant about that. I just had to put that out there because I know who's on some of those fake accounts be the same ones who be acting like it's all good. I know which ones. I know which ones. Don't put no respect on the innovator's name. Don't put no respect on their own name because they shame their own name. They suck up to whoever's on the phone and they forget who held it down from the beginning. I know you're that fake. I got you. I'm going to help you. I'm going to help you. Trust me, I'm going to help you. Look, I'm here to help. I'm not here to hurt. But put some more respect on those innovators' names. Put respect on their names. You know where you got it from. I got it from the same place. But I don't ever hear none of y'all giving the credit. They never give the credit. Dog, they don't ever give the credit. Ever. These officers, I'm the one that makes you show up. I'm the one that has more people coming around than anything just to see me. Yelling stuff out the window like, hey, it's you. Like, are you stupid? I'm your tourist attraction. Are you dumb? I held it down. I did it different. And the only way people know you is if they're saying, ooh, trying to get some type of insight. Low key, they watch and they love, but they hate publicly. Player hate. Ain't nothing wrong with hating, but y'all player hate. Bottom line, they does that. But I've been day one, been watching for years, learning from the greatest entertainers of our generation. And y'all want to be right beside them, just getting the attention, running off with the viewers. You running off on the plug with the viewers. Y'all funny style. They don't get it. And I don't care what people think. I never cared. If I took time to care what a racist person thinks or what a hater thinks, like, I wouldn't be winning. But we know I'm winning. Never cared. Take time to care what... How does that sound? I'm going to take time to care what nobody thinks. What a nobody thinks. I'm going to care what you think. No. I'm different. I did it how it's supposed to be done. Because I'm out here handling business. What's wrong with them? YouTube put some respect on my name. I'm out here with the hat that has the YouTube symbol says CommenterNation. Stop playing with me. Tag Div hopped on a social media SEO link and tried to link his YouTube since last year. How many viewers, how many subscribers you think I brought him? A lot. Stop playing with me. And I'm going to recheck that site. I can't wait to see it up again. I can't. You know I put 72 hours on it. I can't wait to see it up again. I can't wait to see it up again. Stop playing with me. Ain't nobody said nothing about that guy copying my name, copying the videos, then putting his YouTube up. Are you stupid? You must be a kid. You must be dumb. You must be. There's no way you do that. I did that for you. Like, what's going on? I asked the questions in this case. When I spoke, the investigators made a decision. The lawyer waited for me to speak to make a decision. Are you stupid? I know my intel's crazy. I know. What did I tell you? Thinking objectively about everything helps create the big picture. I learned. I know. I know they're kicking right now. Like, why? I learned. I know. You're gonna be mad. I know. But get it together. Rock with the nation or don't be around us at all. Either you're with us or you're not with us at all. Period. Been. Look how crazy. Now, I want y'all to see how crazy they actually played with me. Go look at the views on what I did previous. 20,000, 15,000, 23,000, 18,000. A video until they played with it. Now then, I wasn't even monetized. 18,000, 30, one had 30,000, one's at 89,000. I've been doing this. Why are they playing? I've been there. Then they tried to stop the notifications. Oh no, don't let no one get it. I know. And I know my SEO's crazy. Or else I wouldn't have a bigger YouTuber trying to use it for views. Are you dumb? I know. Are you dumb though? 8,000, 10,000. I've hit every 1,000. Every level I've hit. Whether it's 1,400, 1,500, 16, you'll find a video that compilates with that number. Then I had a dude want to mention the numbers to me, Bird Pokemon. Mention about get your views up. Where's the numbers? Where's your numbers? Without being, you jump more ships than a skis in the olden day. You know what I'm talking about. You jump more ships. And you want to sit here and criticize anyone. Then you were screaming gang gang. Your gang ain't embarrassed by that? They're not embarrassed that you surf everybody's wave and still didn't turn up with one video with 100,000 views. Not even near it. Are you kidding me? You can't even speak to me a certain way. You gotta whisper. You had cosign after cosign after cosign and still couldn't do anything with your wave. Flip handed you the callers. Still couldn't carry that up. It's so embarrassing. It's embarrassing. And TheCzarr gave him the hint from the jump. Like, hey, maybe you should get up there with topics. Oh, nah, this is the station where we... You don't talk about anything. We don't learn nothing from you. I even remember the innovator himself. What did he say? Do you remember? I remember everything. He told you, look up the strains, look up the types, look at the laws, look at what's happening. Talk about that. Oh, I'm going to get back active. You talked about some other stuff. And he just laughed it off and said, okay, you're so dumb. You're just dumb. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, why'd he give him that pertinent information? That was perfect. I was like, dang, he didn't even use it. Okay, you lose. Shout out to Bubbles, the El Honcho Destroyer, the Bronx innovative princess on her rise. Respect to you. That's how it should be. Don't play around with nobody. Exactly. That's exactly how that goes. I'm looking for her to get a YouTube and rise above you. I'm done. I'm done with this. I'm done playing around. These guys play with the content. Play with it. Let me say this real quick. I'm sorry. I was holding this back. I'm sorry. I got a lot I want to talk. I'm just going to say this. Next time you hop up on a Foil Friday, you know who I'm talking to, clown. And you're saying, the foil's pregnant. I'm cutting you off immediately. That's not even funny. Everything was smooth. The foil's pregnant. Shut up. What are you? What is this guy talking about? What is he talking about? Oh my gosh. There's one thing to love the dumb stuff and another thing to be listening to a dummy. It's one thing to love the dumb stuff and another thing to be listening to a dummy. That was stupid. I was like, this guy is stupid. I couldn't think anything else. Not even if I wanted to. I could not think about anything else but how stupid this old man is. That's why I say old man Bing Bing in the building. You gotta be looking at the Bing Bing. Nothing's that dumb. No one's that dumb. No one's that dumb. That wasn't funny. That wasn't even entertaining. You're stupid. I said Bing Bing is the dumbest. Like, all I could think about was Jar Jar Binks. I was like, he ain't Bing Bing, he's Jar Jar Binks. Straight dummy, straight wild. Like, what is he talking about? Like, this guy is an idiot. And this is the one who Lansky wants to be after. Bird Pokemon, this is who you idolize. It was only after he sat you down like his son. He's like, sit in that chair. You're like, yes, daddy. Yes, dad. Then, yo, this is the craziest part. I gotta get this out because this stuff bothers me. You swung on your real life father, but you wouldn't swing on him. Yo, that bothers me. That really bothers. When you said that, I knew for a fact this guy's not making it in media. I don't care what they say. You could keep getting cosigns. This guy is not going to make it in media. He can't. You can't let someone like that win. Listen, let me tell you something about the Super Saiyans. Gohan. Okay? Because this is the only way I can explain it. Because you're getting hyped off that Super Saiyan Lansky thing. Gohan. Even he fought his father. And they drawed. He learned from his father. He didn't take advantage of him. He could have went to the ultimate form and crushed his father at that point when he got that training. He didn't do that. He learned from his father and watched his father progress. That's how he became great. You don't do that. You literally have to learn from someone else, even an enemy. Then you think you're going to dance with Face. Face is in another level of knowledge. He is. He's somewhere else. Your mind can't even get there. So how are you going to do battle with him? Like, you gotta be, like, this is the stuff where I say you guys gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. He's somewhere else mentally, actually looking into things, making deals on the backside. You're still hearing hate. Listen, if you had a problem at that time, that's when you should have handled it. Mano y mano. You don't run away months later still talking about somebody, still laughing at him, putting on a hat. You're learning that from old man Bing Bing, so I get it. But that's bad. Bad teachings. Learn from someone who actually is in the game that tried to teach you and even told you what to do with your channel. You can't even do that. Like, what in the heck? I'm sorry, I'm wilding right now. I'm wilding. That's why I gave the shout out to Behind the Bar for that simple fact. He called those out. You know, I'm not involved in any money drama and stuff. I'm looking at the content only. You guys are like, you're still talking about that. I know that was your simp ass on the fake comments. I know that was you, simp. But let me tell you something. I could do that all day and still beat you how I can. You can get all the views. That doesn't change when you move like a sucker. Now think that one through. Is he stupid? You must be dumb. You must be dumb. You must not learn nothing. Really. What are you talking about? You're forever bird Pokemon. Stop it. Get your weight up. What is he talking about? Get your weight up. Hit a gym. Eat some food. Stop smoking your body. You're turning into a tree. Stop smoking a tree so much you're turning into a tree. Stick Stickly. That's your new nickname, Stick Stickly. Stop it. When you start lifting, I'll call you Gumby to be respectful. Dummy. What are you talking about? You just be talking, be wilding. Be wilding. Thinking that stuff's nice, like, oh, I did. Like, cut it out. Rap snacks. Go lift a dumbbell. What is he talking about? I'm sorry, I watch this media all the time. Go subscribe to the Quiet Room. I don't know why they took down related channels, but go look at TheCzarr's iconic channels. Go subscribe to every one of those channels. It is some of the best content you'll ever find on here. I've been watching it for years, and it helped you to see TheCzarr. So what you didn't know, now you do because of this. Now you do. Period. Here's the thing. Here's what I want to know. Here's the competency part we're about to get to. I thought I'd include some stuff in between because there are other channels I watch, other socialites you'll run into. I know of them, so now you know. But bottom line, go subscribe to my iconic channels. Those are the channels to watch. Also, if you find a King Face channel, go subscribe to that. Let me put this out there right now. Okay? I see what y'all asking about. But here are my more modern questions I want to ask. And we about to get off this because I got to go handle some business once again. I might come back later. I don't know. I'm going to see what I'm going to do, and then I'll get back with you. But let me tell you guys this. Here's my problem. And I'm going to give you the scenario. Cops run down and arrest you right now. You're in a cell. In the middle of the case, they say, we need DNA. Well, you never collected it up front. Whose fault is that? Is that my fault? You didn't get my DNA up front? Oh, but I'm supposed to give it to you right now because you asked for it when you didn't do the process right. So what were we really locked up for? That's all I'm gonna say. What were you found the evidence mid-case? What was I locked up for? On what grounds? No testimonies. No testimonies. At this time, they didn't even have witnesses. Really? Really? Y'all must think I'm stupid. I got it. See, these investigators think I'm stupid. But y'all want to do everything I say, right? I speak about something. You want to answer it with a situation, right? You let Jimmy Neutron step up and run his lips, right? You let these guys step up and act like they're doing this now, and you're not telling them why you're doing it. Because I said so. Y'all better put respect. Yo, when I step into Broward County, I'm coming to that precinct. When I step in there, if there's no respect on my name, I'm exposing half of y'all. Since you don't have the evidence up front, I'm going to have evidence. And it's going to be a who's funny in your precinct. It's going to depend on how you put respect on my name. Y'all better scream, all rights reserved. Hey, you did your whole case off of what I talked about. I told the suspects how to duck you. You're going to ask me behind the scenes, how do you know that? How'd you know that? How'd you know that? You do exactly what I say and get them. Big whoop. They're dumb. They didn't act on what I said. But we know y'all. See, we know y'all. We know y'all. We know all of you. We know all of you. And all my guys know you. All my guys know you. It's no big mistake. We all know you. We know who's funny style there. We know who's banging a stripper over their wife. We know all of you. Put respect on my name. You better not brush shoulders. You better just have all respect for me. I'll bring the precinct down like I kicked in the wall like the Kool-Aid man. Are you dumb? We'll kick your wall in like the Kool-Aid man. And all of you who know you're doing dirt, better be careful how you speak. You better have the right tone, saying the right words to me. Or I'll make sure that pension goes bye-bye. I'm not playing with y'all now. I'm not playing. You want to copycat stuff I say and act like it was your thoughts? See, I'm cool with the lawyers doing it, even the suspects. But when you know you're doing an investigation, you refuse to answer the other questions I ask, but you want to make it seem like you come up with the answers when you do, shame on you. Put the respect where it needs to be. Same thing for Genesis. Put respect on my name. You acted after I said stuff. Then thought making the videos go away. Dummy, everybody here saw them. Each video had 1,800 to 2,500 views. Are you dumb? Everybody saw it. I'm done with this. I'm done. Because they think they're slick. And I just ain't got the time for it. They want to see, they're like, where's this receipts and stuff? What I'm going to do, you're going to see the crazy receipts come forward. Even your private conversations. And you're going to be hurt. We're going to make some of you going to be crying. And that's how serious it is. You're going to be crying. Say sorry and give respect now. So later on, you won't be crying about it. Like, oh, he put that out. Oh, that was between me and such. How did he get it? I don't want to hear it. The audios I have, stop it. Stop it. CommenterNation forever or no nation. Greatest nation, just United Nations. You know the vibes. You know how I rock. We dine and we age like fine wine. We've been doing this. I've been handling business. Y'all don't do no research. Y'all just do a lot of criticism. Y'all don't do nothing for the good. Y'all just do a lot of sideways stuff. Stop. All rights reserved to infinity. I'm telling y'all, man. What is wrong with them? I'll probably be back live. I gotta look at something else. But yes, who shot Tentacion? Who's to even say he was shot? Who's to not say there was some special type of instrument because of looking at his lips? Yes, I'm asking. How do we just take that out the equation? Who am I supposed to believe is telling the truth with all these lies running around? You got one of the girls saying, oh, it's rumors. What's rumors? You couldn't even speak up. That's a fact. You just made a social media in the middle of this year. Unless you were hiding it the whole time. Why was she doing that? Can't answer that. Oh, but I'm here now. Yo, why does everyone move so funny? I don't get it. I don't get it. Then they're like, believe me, I'm credible. Yeah, okay. I'm out this. Y'all probably get something later. Enjoy the live. Go check out yesterday's video. XxxTentacion. We'll be talking with him about the claims of Broly 500 taking music. And we'll get to that. You know I got 200 to 400 questions up here, right? Because I freestyle everything, right? Like your favorite artist, I'm freestyle. Funny. 200 plus questions right here. Who does that? Come on, stop it. Stop it. I got it. What's Danny talking about on How You Feel video? Listen to me. That ski mask video, I watch videos a good 10 to 20 times before I speak on them. I will speak on it. But if you remember, didn't I just say that there was someone who was coming up that wasn't making a lot of videos and I'm not ranking them? Voila, he pops out with a video. Like, you guys don't even get it. You still are in the dark. Had he had a video in a minute, I named his videos weren't that good, and he comes out with a video that has to be good. Now, let me challenge this. You had a lot of features on that, buddy. Solo. Are you a solo artist? Tentacion, solo artist. Are you a solo artist? Or do you need a bunch of features to be relevant? Like, really? I'm asking him. How's that disrespect? I'm asking him. So I guess he heard part of the question, but he didn't get the full one. We're looking for solo artists. You see, it's different because there was two artists from the same clique in a video. I'm saying, as a solo artist, can you rise? I'm not saying he gotta have people. I'm waiting for him to demo his full lyrical ability. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for you to do that. I don't mind the features, but I want to see you rise. I don't even want to think about that part. Like, please, Tashay, miss me with that part. I'm not trying to think of that. And of course he's gonna ride on him because he's relevant right now. I just hope he sees that if this producer ain't making beats that I can take over with, I can't do it. It's cool eating chicken wings on a jet, but if your hits ain't worth the big chicken, what does it matter? What does it matter? If you can't get me to the big chicken, what are we doing here? Period. All stuff I addressed. Everything I addressed. Nothing new. All relevant. All relevant. I'm telling you. I see, like, the way I see the future, like, I'm already getting premonitions and visions dealing with this situation. So I'm just going to end it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. But I'm telling you, there's a method to the madness and there's a way to see a rise. Your favorite rappers time, your favorite movie stars time, your favorites time, your favorites overalls time, your favorite moguls time. All them socialites I named, Bird Pokemon, Dana, including Old Man Bing Bing, you're welcome to respond. But I'm telling you, you're going to get the volatile czar. It's time. It's my time. It's time for me to rise. You're going to see. So go ahead, say what you got to say. Don't take them lightly. If you got to put my name, I'd rather you put my name, but you could tag me too. Community, you could tag me. I'm here. I'll gladly do that and give y'all some subscribers because I'm above y'all right now. Me and Old Man Bing Bing about neck and neck, but I'm above y'all right now. Go ahead. I'll give y'all the respect you're looking for. I'll give you the shine you want. It's time. All rights reserved.